Something unusual just happened with the Galaxy S26 series, and most people completely missed it. Samsung is not only expanding AI inside the phone this year, they've quietly expanded it into their marketing as well. A recent low-light camera teaser for the Samsung Galaxy S26 series looked incredibly cinematic, almost unreal in how perfectly it handled darkness. But here's the twist. The entire teaser carried a small footnote from start to finish saying this content was generated with the assistance of AI tools. Not exposed by a leaker, not uncovered by fans, Samsung admitted it themselves. Now that's smart damage control. If someone else had discovered that the low light showcase was AI assisted, the backlash could have been massive. Instead of facing accusations of faking camera performance, Samsung chose transparency. And credit where it's due. That was the right move. But this also opens up a bigger conversation. If official teasers are now AI-generated or AI-assisted, how much of what we see in smartphone marketing truly reflects real-world usage? We're entering a phase where even polished, official content may represent optimized lab conditions rather than everyday performance. That doesn't mean the improvements aren't real. Samsung has clearly invested heavily in computational photography, sensor upgrades, and smarter AI processing. Night photography is evolving fast, and the S26 lineup will almost certainly deliver better low-light shots than its predecessor. But when AI is involved in the promotional visuals, expectations rise to a dangerous level. Most viewers don't read disclaimers. They see stunning footage and assume that's exactly what their pocket camera will produce every single time. That gap between expectation and reality is where trust either strengthens or breaks. This makes post-launch reviews more important than ever. Marketing is designed to impress. Real-world testing is designed to verify. And with reports suggesting up to $100 price increase in some regions, the stakes are even higher. When a phone becomes more expensive, consumers demand more honesty, not just more spectacle. The Galaxy S26 launch event scheduled for February 25th in San Francisco isn't just about new hardware. It's about credibility in the AI era. We're no longer just judging megapixels or processor speed. We're judging authenticity. AI inside your phone is powerful. AI enhancing your photos is impressive. But AI shaping what you believe the camera can do? That's where we need to stay sharp as consumers. So when the S26 officially drops, don't rush. Don't let cinematic teasers make the decision for you. Wait for real side-by-side tests. Wait for night shots taken outside controlled environments. That's where the truth shows up. The hype is real, the innovation is real, but this year, we look deeper. Samsung has locked in the unpacked date for the Galaxy S26 series. On the surface, everything looks exciting. New phones, new features, big promises. But once you look a little closer, some of the biggest launch perks are actually getting worse this year. And when you add everything up, it starts to feel like Samsung might be giving us less while asking for more. So, let's break it down properly. First, reservations are live. In the US, it's completely free. Just your email and you're in. In India, though, it'll cost you around $12 to reserve. Normally, this is an easy yes. Samsung usually rewards early buyers with exclusive credits, boosted trade-in values, and sweepstakes entries, and those credits usually stack with other launch offers, which makes reserving a no-brainer. But this year, things quietly changed. In the US, the reservation credit dropped from $50 to $30. In other major markets, it's been nearly cut in half. Even in India, it went from 5,000 rupees down to 2,700 rupees. It's not a disaster, but it's a clear signal. Samsung is tightening the budget, and users are feeling it. My advice, still reserve. Just don't expect last year's generosity. Now, the main event. Samsung officially confirmed Unpacked is happening February 25th in San Francisco at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And this location actually matters. Samsung is going all in on AI this year. They're calling it a new phase in the era of AI. That sounds like marketing, but this time it might actually be backed up by real hardware changes. because the chip situation this year is genuinely interesting. Usually, everyone just wants the Snapdragon version. End of discussion. But this year, it's not that simple. New benchmark leaks showed the Exynos chip outperforming Qualcomm in several AI-driven tasks, especially things like image recognition and language processing. However, when it comes to advanced image rendering and creative AI tools, Snapdragon still has the edge. And for once, Samsung may have actually matched the right chip to the right audience instead of forcing a one-size-fits-all approach. But here's the feature that matters more than any benchmark number. The Galaxy S26 series is getting instant offline AI image generation. You type a prompt, in under a second, the phone generates an image. No internet, no cloud processing, fully on device. Samsung calls it Edge Fusion. On Exynos models, it runs through Samsung's NPU. On the Ultra with Snapdragon, it taps into Qualcomm's AI engine. Different hardware, same goal. Private, fast, offline creativity. That's the kind of AI upgrade that actually changes how you use your phone. Now let's talk about something you'll notice every single day. The display. For the first time, every S26 model, base, Plus, and Ultra, is getting anti-reflective displays with Gorilla Glass Armor 2. For the past 2 years, this was Ultra exclusive. Not anymore. That means better outdoor visibility across the entire lineup. Less glare, clearer content. It's a small change on paper, but in real life, it makes a huge difference. Now here comes the frustrating part. Qi 2 magnetic charging, still not built in. WPC certification confirms none of the S26 models include internal magnetic rings. So if you want proper MagSafe style alignment, you'll need to buy a separate case again. Yes, there are engineering challenges. The S Pen takes space, internal layouts are tight, but Apple solved this years ago. Google figured it out. Samsung still hasn't. At a time when charging speeds are improving and wireless ecosystems are growing, it's hard to justify why magnets still aren't standard. And finally, design. Isuniverse confirms the S26 Ultra is getting noticeably rounder. Softer corners, more curved edges. It's moving further away from that sharp, boxy, Note-inspired look. The S25 Ultra started the transition. The S26 takes it further. Samsung is also stepping back from titanium and returning to an aluminum frame, similar to what Apple recently did. Some of you will love the lighter feel, others will miss the premium titanium branding. But either way, this is a clear shift in direction. So, that's the Galaxy S26 series right now. Better AI, better displays, questionable charging decisions, reduced launch perks, and a noticeable design change. Now the real question is simple. Is this enough to justify the price? That's what we'll find out on February 25th. This is Giga Guide. I'll see you in the next one.